Hey everyone. So today I'm starting my next project, and this is going to be a 12 foot 7 surf rod. Um, Instead of using the conventional screw type reel seat, I'm using the quick release reel seat from Fuji. Both these reel seats are Fuji, but I wanted to go with this one because this one's a little lighter. Um, and it's easier in case something happens to the reel seat. I could just real quick cut it off and put a new one on. Whereas this one, you have to cut it off. If there's a wrap above it, which on that rod there isn't, but still, you got to cut everything off, and it ends up being a little more of a hassle. So that's why I've kind of started to like these a little better. Um, and I haven't had any issues with either one of these. This one I prefer a little more now, since you can take reels on and off quicker if you blow up. Um, and I've hooked up with many different types of fish, including rays, and I haven't had any issues with this coming off or anything. So this will get attached with string, where the two pieces of tape are, and this piece right here is where string's going to go, and I'll post a video of that hopefully a little later. So for now, that's where we're at. Like I said, this is a Rain Shadow 1509. This is another Rain Shadow 1509 I have. A good friend of mine built this one, and then I did this one last summer. And this is actually a Vega Intimidator L, I believe. It's the lighter of the two, but it's the same action as the 1509. So both rods are really good, and but basically how I used to find this reel seat was I just used the other 1509, marked it off, and both are sitting right around 30 inches from the bottom. So with that being said, we'll find the spine real quick, and then I'll show you what I used for the guides, and we'll go from there. Okay, everyone. So what we've got is the blank. I've already marked where the spine is, where the guides are going to go, and I even got the tip put on. So, and this is carpet, so the dragging on the carpet's not going to hurt anything. But this is how I set mine up. Basically, when you go to find the spine, you're looking for what I call a kick. You should be able to see it, but basically you see where it snapped. Basically, the guides are going to snap toward the camera, and that's your spine. And I put my guides on the spine. Some people do it 90 degrees off. It really just depends on your personal preference. And I think also if you're going to set it up for spinning or conventional. This obviously is going to be set up for conventional. The only way I throw spinning gear is if I'm fishing from like a bridge or a pier. But in the surf, I normally throw conventionals. So the only other thing I have to do on this one, this is the blank obviously that I'm going to be using, but the ferrule wrap, and all that does is just reinforce the bottom end where the butt section comes in, and hopefully you guys really probably can't see that. Try to do this without wrecking the rest of the apartment, but that's the ferrule wrap. This is the one from my Vega, and it's not very long. What I'll usually do is put the butt section in, mark off how far down it goes into the butt section, and then pull it out and like I know on this rod in particular, it's probably going to be about, the ferrule wrap's probably going to be about that long. So, but basically what I did for guide spacing, and you can use the charts. The charts are helpful. They're a good guide, but don't be afraid to tweak them. Don't be afraid that, all the guide spacing, it needs to be this, it needs to be that. No, adjust it for what you are going to use the fishing rod for. If it's spinning or conventional, if it's conventional, you're going to need more guides. If it's spinning, you're not going to need as many guides. Like if this was going to be a spinning rod, this would be plenty amount of guides. And I've got 6 plus a tip. So, but all I did, since I know both these blanks are the same, all I did was basically put two 1509 blanks together and roughly use the guide spacing of the original 1509 versus mine, and they're pretty close. They might be off by like a fraction of an inch, but that's okay because it makes it my fishing rod. Obviously, the guide sizes are a little different. Because I'm getting a little better at surf fishing, I'm able to figure out where the knot's going to go through the guide for the shock leader and all that. So it's time and a lot of patience when it comes to building this stuff. So, but that's all I have today for you. I'm planning on taking the rest of the summer with this fishing rod, as far as the wrap goes, as far as figuring out what I need to do, how it's going to look, stuff like that. But this is going to be a work in progress for a while, and looking forward to seeing how it turns out. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.